Okay, so we are going to learn about like how to start to plan a trip for your clients. And because I'm a Taiwanese people, so I will take Taiwan for example. But you can use the basic understanding of friend of structure of the tour planning. Then you can just apply in your country, and then you can show your own experience to the clients who is going to visit your country in the future. Okay. Okay, so as like foreign visitors to visit your country, you might not have the chance to be face to face to talk to them, to ask what's your requirements, and then you can discuss like your itinerary trip. Most of the clients, they will contact you online on the internet, so might have like two choice, might have two way. Like the first one will be email. I would prefer to contact with my clients by email because we can leave some like talking recordings, record, and also I can attach some file and also put some link in the email for their reference. And the second way will be some of the clients likes to talk directly to their travel consultant. So some of the clients will call the phone call and then tell you about their requirements, how long are they going to stay, and how much are they going to pay by the phone. Okay, so I will take email as an example. So, okay, I received an email right now. Hi there, we are visiting Taiwan in October, and it's our first time to Taiwan. Okay, so it's the first time visitor to Taiwan, and the season will be around October. It's around like autumn and the winter season in Taiwan. And we have heard about food and culture in Taiwan are amazing. Okay, food and culture are their highlights in Taiwan, and would like to stay in unique hotel in Taroko Gorge for one night. Okay, Taroko Gorge is like the top five popular tourist spots in Taiwan. Most of the visitors will mention about Taroko Gorge, Alishan, or like Salmon Lake in their email. As the first time visitor to Taiwan, they might not have the basic understanding of Taiwan. So as a travel consultant, you can just introduce some history and a background of the Taiwan to your clients so that they can have the basic understanding. You can send them some website, or you will pass the travel route from your other clients to them for their reference. Okay, so from the email, what the information that we can get, and what anything else that we would like to ask from our clients. Right. Okay, so first, Michael said that they are visiting Taiwan, but how much is we, right? The size of a group that you need to know, like if they are two people or they are more than 10 people, they are a big group, or just a solo traveler. So the first points you need to know about will be the size of the group. And why the size of group matters? Because like in some area, in some mountain area, the big maybe it's not allow for the big bus entering, or for some restaurant reservation, maybe just suitable for less than 10 people. So the size of a group will decide like which destination your clients might visit. And the second part will be like the duration for their staying in Taiwan. Michael just mentioned about like they were going to Taiwan in October, but he didn't mention about how long, like 10 days or 2 weeks or less than three days. So it's important that you can ask back for like how long are you going to stay. And if they say that, oh, I'm going to stay in Taiwan for a week, and you can also ask about what's your flight information on the arrival and the departure date. Because usually we will leave the first day and the last day as free and easy time for the clients, because they might have the jet lag problem from the different country to Taiwan, or they might want some like spare time to explore the city on their own. So if they have the flight information, that would be great. And next, I will need to know about like approximate budget of each person. Because like the different budget, like we can arrange different type of itinerary. Like if they are high budget clients, I might recommend some workshop handicraft activities, and I might also arrange the international chain hotel for their stay, for their accommodation. And if they request that, oh, maybe I just need a simple and a clean, like simple B&B as their accommodation, I will know that, okay, so like how much will be their approximate budget for each day. Okay, so I will just working on my email and then writing my questions for them for the further information, so that I can work on my traveling plan on my quotation. Okay, so Michael replied my email right now and then say, "Hi, Debbie. Thanks for the quick reply. Me and my wife." Okay, so now I know that there are two people in the group are heading to Taiwan maybe a week or 10 days. Okay, so around a week or 10 days and the duration of the tour. And I really like the tour plan that you sent, but I have some other interesting place. So because in the first email you send it back to them, you attach some website link or you attach some simple travel route for them. They can grab some basic understanding of the place that they are going to visit. So they will tell you some other interesting place after they doing some research on the internet. So Michael mentioned about Alishan, Salmon Lake, Taipei, Kenting as their interesting place. And also he mentioned about that their approximate budget each person per day will be 100 and 150 US dollars. Okay, so just like simple and easy one. Okay, so from the email we can get the information of the size of the group will be 2 people, and the duration of the stay in Taiwan will be around a week or 10 days. And just for like simple and easy one, approximate maybe 3-star or 4-star hotel, and they have 2 people and would like to visit the following place. Okay, so next one, we are going to work on our quotation. Now I can attach the file and then send it back to the clients. Okay, so for the first part of the quotation, I will put the company profile or my personal contacting for the clients, like where is our office lies in Taipei, and what's my containing email, and what's my personal like containing phone number, and like what's the salesperson name, like Debbie, I'll put my name here, and also like to whom I will put the client's name here. Okay, so just showing them some your profile, make them to be trust in you. And the second part, I will put the arrival date and the departure date here at the second column. This is very, very important for your clients, because I have one experience that one of my clients saying that she and her family is going to visit Taiwan around like October 2019. So, and then she just sent me the flight information, but it turns out that she books the wrong flight, because she originally plans to visit Taiwan about like the September. So double check with the clients for their arrival and departure date might be very important, just to remind your clients that you are going to visit Taiwan in November, not October, just to make sure they are coming to Taiwan at the right time. Okay, so we are going to look into the details of the itinerary. Okay, again, I will put the date at the first column to double make sure the exact date that the clients are going to visit Taiwan at which day. And also the second part, I will going to write down the details of the itinerary. Okay, like take the first day for example. First day usually will be the arrival date, so there will only be the airport transfer from the Taoyuan International Airport to their hotel in Taipei. And so I will write down like the English speaking driver will welcome you at the arrival hall, just writing some introduction of the service, and then put their flight information in the inclusion. Double check about the correct information that they give to me. And also put the accommodation here, like the name of the hotel, what type of a room like they are going to stay, because there are two people, right? So I will arrange like twin or double room for them. And is the hotel with the breakfast? Yes, with breakfast. So I will just put it down here. And also you can see that I put all equivalent notice words here. Why? Because most of the clients, they will contact the travel consultant maybe like 2 or 3 months before their arrival. So at the time you are discussing with your plans, the papers on hotel I just put here might be available for that time. But after 2 months later, you make a deal on your plan, but the papers on hotel is sold out. So I just put the equivalents or equivalent notice words for the clients that when the time we are making the deal, we might change the hotel, because if you didn't pay the deposit money, we cannot reserve any services before you arrive, before you pay the deposit. So it might be changed. Okay, so take the second day, for example, I arrange them to visit Taipei, the Taipei city tour. Okay, so I put like where you are going to visit, like where you are going to have lunch, and like which place that you are going to do, and what kind of activities that you will experience in different places. So I put the introduction and the details here for their reference. Also put the inclusions, like what kind of entry tickets or what workshop that you are going to do. Okay, again, the hotel information here. And also I will put the breakfast, lunch, and dinner inclusion here. Okay, for the meal options, most of the customers tour, the clients of the customized tour, they don't like us to include the meal for them, because they would like to have more flexibility to choose like which restaurant, what kind of food they would like to experience. Maybe they just want to grab some food from the hotel, or maybe they would like to have a night market visiting. So most of them will ask us to leave the space for the meal option, and maybe tour guides will give some suggestion to the clients. But if the clients mention about some specific restaurant, like Din Tai Fung I put here, which is very famous for the visitors, if you didn't make a reservation in advance, you might need to wait up to an hour in line. So if the clients mention about some specific restaurants before in the email, you can make the reservation first for them, just to avoid the long waiting for them. Okay, and you can see that on the day 4, 5, 6, I also put the details of the itinerary again in the second column, like Hualien to Rakou and then Hualien to Taipei. So all the details are from here. And you can see there's one very important thing that I would like to share with you. Like you don't see any timeline, the time schedule. Like I didn't put like how long are we going to stay in Tarako Gorge, or like how long we are going to stay in the Taipei city, right? Because most of the customized cases, the flexibility will be very important. Okay, so just take Barbara and Bill for example again. They are a small group, only 2 people, and a tour guide will be in the tour. And they might want to change the itinerary freely at the day before, like each day, so they can discuss with their tour guides. So they might mention that, I originally wanted to visit the Rubber Gorge, but maybe due to some reasons I don't want to go to the Rubber Gorge anymore. I wanted to change to maybe National Palace Museum, okay, like something like that. And then they can discuss with their tour guide freely, and they can change their itinerary. So I will not put the fixed time schedule here in each day, just give some flexibility to the tour guide and the clients so that they can discuss on their own. But you can see on the day 5, it's a special reservation of a place that I reserve a Amis tribe activity for my clients. And this kind of activity you cannot cancel a day before the tour because you need to reserve in advance for the preparation. So this kind of special tour, that I will put the time like from when to when, how long the activity will takes, and what you are going to experience from the activity. I will put the detail the introduction of the trip if I reserve some specific tour for my clients. Okay, so after you just finish all of your details of your itinerary, and you also put the hotel name, hotel type for your clients, then the last part will be the price. And you can calculate, you can count like the how much will be the activity, how much will be the hotel, and just combine all together and then put the price and the here to the clients. Okay, so for some cases, they might have the adult and the children price separately, so that you can show the differences between here, like how much will be each person for, and how much will be your children cost. Just put down here separately for the clients. And most of the small group for the like a FIT customer, I will just combine all the inclusions, hotel, transportation, tour guide, meals together as a package. But for some special cases, like maybe they are the travel agent from the other country, or might they have like 2 different families they are going to share about the trip, then I will just separate each item's price for the clear understanding to each group. Okay, so after you write down your price, you need to let your clients know what's included in the price and what's not included in the price, right? So the package includes about maybe the speaking, driver guide, the transportation, the private van, and the airport pickup, and hotels for how many nights, and also like the entrance fee and entrance tickets for which destination, which place. And also what's not included, maybe the daily meals, the hotel rooms for single supplement, or like the personal expenses during the trip. When you indicate like the inclusion and not inclusion for your clients, they can clearly know that how much additional money they would need to prepare with them, so that they can know how much that they need to change when they arrive in the country. And the last but not least part, I would say that would be the terms and conditions for the clients. Right. So like maybe just different companies or different person have different terms or conditions. I will just take myself the experience here. Okay, so I will let the clients know like how long does the quotation valid for, and maybe they just reply me an year after we discuss, so the price might be changed. And also like I need to let the clients know for how many hours the service hours that they can use in each day. If they overtime, they often use the transportation or the tour guide, how much additional they need to pay. And also the cancellation policy here. I use the different color. The cancellation policy. The clients cares more about the cancellation policy because they might just have some like unexpected thing happened before their arrival. So you need to write down like less than how many days prior to the arrival date you will be refunded, like how percent of the full payment. Or if you cancel your trip one day before the tour, you cannot get the refund. Like this kind of terms and conditions, you need to write down clearly. Okay, and also in the last part, like because some of the clients will prefer to use the wire transfer for the payment, so I will leave our bank account, bank information here for them. Okay, so just again, we will need to check what information we need to put in the quotation, right? First one will be the company file, like how to contact you, what's your email, what's your address. Just make sure that the clients can find you easily. You are not going to run away after you receive the payment, right? And also the travel date. Double check with your clients for their travel date. What time is their arrival and what time is their departure, so that they are not going to miss their flights. And the third part will be the details of itinerary. What's included, what's not included in your tour package, and what transportation that the clients are going to take, like high-speed railway, the train, or they are just driving by the car. And also the schedule, like day one, what we are going to do, day two and day three. You need to separately to write down the details of the itinerary. Also, just attach a price each person. And next one will be the accommodation. Different types of group, they might request for different types of accommodation, right? Maybe they would like to stay in twin room, double room, or quad room, or like 5-star international hotel, or they just would like to have some simple and clean hostel. So the type and the name of the hotel might to be put into your quotation. And the next one for the cancellation policy, or maybe for the time use of your service, or like some about the money, about the payment part. How can the clients proceed with their tour by online payment link, or like these kind of things that you need to write very clearly, write the details in your quotation. Okay, so after checking all the list on your quotation, then you can just put in a file and then attach in the email to send back to your clients. Okay, so I write an email to Michael again and then say that, hi Michael, based on your requirements, I just work on the plan, on the quotation for you, so please see the attachment. Okay, so I attach the file in the email, and also I have some introduction of the itinerary, and what I put inside the quotation, I also write it in the email for Michael. Okay, and then just let him know that the quotation is free to change, free to amend. If he or his wife has any questions, just please feel free to ask me, then I can amend the quotation for them. Okay, so just write your email and some small talks for the greetings, and then send it back to Michael. Okay, and wait for their reply. So waiting for Michael's reply, let's just take a small break, and then we will see how Michael reply us in the email.